Hi, this is Monica of Knitted Wishes. In this video, I'm going to show you how to work the crochet provisional cast on. I'm also going to show you a little trick I use in order to create that missing stitch on the provisional cast on side. We're going to make a slip knot on one end. Make sure the slip knot is not too tight. Pick up your knitting needle, place it behind the crochet hook. Pick up your strand of yarn, wrap it around your hand. Now place the crochet hook under the strand of yarn and pull through the loop. You can pull on this end to tighten it a bit. Now you can move this strand of yarn to the back using your left thumb, like this. Just make sure you hold on to these stitches in the back so they don't slide off the needle, or you can use your right hand. Now place the crochet hook under the strand of yarn again and pull through. Now when you have the desired number of stitches, just make a couple of extra stitches without using your knitting needle. And now we're going to place a stitch marker in that last loop. And this is the side we will be undoing later on. Now pick up your working yarn, wrap it around your hand, and knit the stitches. Now I'm going to purl the second row, and I'm going to show you a little trick I use in order to get the same number of stitches on the provisional cast on side as I have on my knitting needle. You will find that when you undo your provisional cast on, there will be one less stitch on the provisional cast on side than there will be on the knitting needle. Now turn your work, and now I'm on row 3. I have 9 stitches on my knitting needle, but when you look at the provisional cast on side, you'll see that there are only 8 stitches on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there is a half stitch at the end right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to complete that last stitch so we have the same number of stitches on the provisional cast on side as we have on the knitting needle. There are many ways of doing it. This is just the way I like to do it. So this is the third row. Now pick up the tail, place it behind the working strand, and bring it down. Make sure not to tighten this last loop. Now you can bring the working yarn to the back and knit. And now we have 9 stitches on the knitting needle and 9 stitches on the provisional cast on side. Here is the stitch we created at the beginning of this row. And now I'll show you how to remove the provisional cast on. Pick up a knitting needle in a smaller size, or you can use a sewing needle with some yarn in a different color. I'm just going to use a knitting needle to pick up all the stitches on the provisional cast on side. And here's the extra stitch we created. So we're going to pick up the left leg of that stitch, and then the left leg of every stitch after. And it's easier to do this if your knitting needle is a little smaller in size. And now I'm going to undo the provisional cast on. So I'm going to remove the stitch marker first. Now pull on the waste yarn. And now you'll notice that the waste yarn is caught in that first stitch we created. So we're going to have to remove the waste yarn from that stitch. And now we can just pull on the waste yarn to remove the waste yarn from the other stitches. Keep pulling until you get to the end. And pull the waste yarn out completely. And now I have the same number of stitches on both needles. I'm going to turn my work, and now I can start knitting in the opposite direction. Thank you for watching.